So today I'm going to share with you what my fourth grader will be using for curriculum in our next homeschool year. I'm going to start with language arts first, and we are using the Christian Light Education, or CLE, as what it's often called online here. Last year she did the Good and the Beautiful language arts too, so I am going to work with her in the summer to transition between that curriculum and this one by doing a little bit of language arts 3 in CLE. When combined with the reading, it is a full language arts curriculum, and that includes spelling and grammar and creative writing. And I'm hoping to get her to the point where she will be independent with doing most of these lessons. Over here we have the reading program. As you'll notice, it is reading 3 instead of reading 4. This because when we used the Good and the Beautiful language arts last year, it calls to have your child to read to you 10 minutes every day. And while they do have readers to go with it, they do not have readers for every day, and I wanted to have a reader so I didn't have to hunt for books or do any extra work into finding something for them to read out loud. So I went ahead and got from the CLE website, these readers were $10 each, and they are hardcovered, good quality stories that are very much aligned with what the Good and the Beautiful curriculum is. So she read the level 2, so grade 2 readers last year. So then a couple months ago, when I was starting to prepare for this year, I ended up buying the 3rd and 4th grade readers for her to read this year. Now, since I already had the 3rd grade reader for her, I decided to go ahead and just start off with the reading 3 curriculum. And so there are 10 books. Just like with the language arts has 17 lessons in each book, and the reading has 16. So we are going to do this, and then I also bought reading 4 so that if she finishes this one early, we can move into the next one. Over here you will see the spelling skills grade 2 workbook. While she is in grade 4, and this does have grade 4 spelling in it, she will be doing that. But when she finished school halfway through grade 2, and then we began homeschooling her, we went into the Good and the Beautiful language arts, and they teach more advanced, more irregular spelling than what you would typically see at that age for school. I feel like she did not get the exposure that I would like her to have to a lot of the more basic words. And so at the beginning, these are super easy and she's going to fly through it. And as we get a little bit later on, some of these words I feel like will really benefit for her to use them on a regular basis and in the correct way that they're supposed to be used. There are a few lessons for each one. They write the word, they cover up and spell it, and then there's some activities that they get to use the words for, and then we'll do a spelling test. And I feel like that this will be very easy for her, especially in the beginning, and by the time that she's done this and this, I feel confident that she will be where she can be for spelling. Okay, so over here we have level 4 of the Good and the Beautiful handwriting. She did do level 3 last year and thoroughly enjoyed it, so we are going to just continue on with level 4. Level 3 introduced cursive writing, which she loved, and it focused mainly on the letters, and she's so excited to get started on this one because it teaches how to do full words, and she so far has been loving it. So over here we have Math Mammoth. If you watched my review of last year's curriculum, you'll know that we used this last year and really loved it. I especially like that it is pretty independent for my kids to do on their own. So grade 4 comes with part A and part B. And then I just didn't have coils big enough to do it all together, so I did divide them up into smaller sections. And while we don't need it, for extra practice for multiplication, I have this book of 100 Days of Time tests, and on each page there are 60 multiplication questions for her to just do. I don't have her time it, I just have her write it out, and then I will correct it, and she can fix any mistakes that are made. Another book that she doesn't need, but I thought would be good for her to do, is my counting book. And so what this book does is it has the child write the numbers from 1 to 1,000, which she's never done, and I fully expect that she will be able to do this with no problem at all. But I just think that it wouldn't hurt for her and my son to both do that. And it also comes with little activities, connect the dots, color by numbers, that sort of thing. But this, I don't think she'll spend more than 1 minute a day to complete. And if I didn't say that already, I'm just going to have her do 1 line a day, writing out the numbers. So from here, she'll do 1 to 9. Really easy. Over here is a daily gratitude journal, and I will have her fill this out each morning. You can see here there's each day there are 4 spots for her to write down what she's grateful for. And then there's also a quote or affirmation that goes along with each page. Over here is the logic section, and this is for her and my son to use. Basically, they have brain games, which they really enjoy. There's also riddles in here, Sudoku, and just some different puzzles. I'm going to have them do 1 page a day, and while they currently use it, they don't regularly use it. So I would like to make it a more regular part of their day. And last but not least, we have the Complete Canadian curriculum. I am not sure how long we are going to homeschool for. I would like to homeschool right up until around grade 11, but we're just committing to 1 year at a time. And so I would like to make sure, should they need to or choose to go to public school, that they are where they need to be for that grade. And this lines up more with the school system than what the curriculum that we used last year did. So I just want to use this as a way to see where they're at, make sure that they understand what they kind of should or are expected to for that grade. So I will have Mondays and Wednesdays for math and social studies, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays will be for English and science. And all they'll have to do is do 1 page each. Anyways, so this is everything for their core curriculum and individual studies. We do have a morning basket, and that's where I will also include the rest of the core subjects like science and history and geography, and we will do that together. So this is it. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below and I will get back to you. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video.